Here at BlueBet is filling up, and it is filling up fast. Plenty of fans coming out for what is a spectacular afternoon for some Sunday afternoon footy. And I'm pleased to say we're joined by a very special guest here, John Maclean. Your story is incredible. You're going to be part of 9's Paralympic coverage later on this year, which is super exciting. But can you give us a little bit of an insight into your story? You suffered a pretty tragic accident, and then to be where you are today.
Yes, so I dreamed about playing first grade here when I was a little kid. Dad would bring us to the game, and that's where the dream started. I played ball and flag here, got graded after that, 23s and reserves. Then I had my accident training for a triathlon, got hit by a truck on the freeway, and then the world of sport closed. That was my take on that, and all of a sudden it just changed and opened up different doors. So then to be the first world champion in the world to do the Hawaii Ironman, swim the English Channel and other bits and pieces.
What changed, and how long did it take for you to, maybe recover from your injury, but also mindset's got to be the biggest thing, right? To go, you know what, I am an athlete and I want to compete. What changed for you to get back into that mind frame?
I agree, mindset is everything. Absolutely everything. The body does what it's told by the brain. You either do or don't. So mindset. For me, it was dark initially in the spinal unit, and it was really hard to come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to play football, I'm not going to run, I'm not going to do those things. And then it's like, well, what can I do? And then the opportunity presented itself to go, I'll go back and do the triathlon I was training for in a wheelchair, led to the Ironman, and just kept on going from there. So the mindset is, I can do more, I'll keep on trying, and let's see where we go.
Now you're going to try to compete again in the kayaking. Firstly, how'd you go? And then next question, part B to that is, people who are going into the Olympics at the moment, what level of preparation would they be at?
Yeah, so I saw the sport of spring kayaking, watching the games, and I thought, I wonder how I'd go against the good guys. So I made the Australian team, that was good. Curtis McGrath is the best in the world, that's the benchmark, and he smashed me, and that's as he should. And he'll go on, at 58. It was nice to have the opportunity to race against him, but it's good to see the best of the best, and he's a red hot crack for us leading into the games in Paris, in both spring kayaking and the bar, which is the outrigger.
Now you're standing up, so you're in a chair for 25 years.
Yep.
You met a doctor. You had to go through a training process, change the whole psychology, the wiring of the brain, your way you think. What's your message? What have you learned out of the last 30 years of your life?
Well, I've learned a lot of messages, Freddie. That's a good question, thank you. I know that we can always do more. If I was to say to someone as an example, how far do you reckon you go, they'll have a line in the sand and that'll be less than what they're capable of. So the lesson is we can do more. Let's switch on the I can, let's switch off the I can't, and let's get into life and make the most until you don't have another day to wake up to. So make the most until then.
Speaking of making the most, this is a bit more of a light-hearted one. 2008, you did a Gatorade ad. What was that like? Because some of the names in that ad are phenomenal. Michael Jordan, Muhammad Ali, Tiger Woods, Usain Bolt, was it?
Yeah.
What was that like?
We had a couple of these people, right?
But just to be in the mix, yeah. Those names don't come over. Sorry, I didn't quote.
It's crazy. I mean, when again watching whitewater sports as a kid and stuff, and watching documentaries like When We Were Kings, Ali versus Fawn, and in time to get a chance to meet the great Muhammad Ali, I mean, unbelievable. I felt honoured to be in that commercial with those athletes. Connections to Jordan and all these kinds of people, but they're people as well like us. They started somewhere, and it was a huge honour to be a part of that Gatorade commercial.
Now, the two of you, yourself and Freddie, you've developed quite a friendship as well, and you've done a lot with some of our junior rugby league players and spoken to them, come into certain events that they've been at. What do you say to a lot of these young kids who are coming through?
Well, there's a nice connection pre-Freddie, if you don't mind me sharing. So, Junior Pearce asked me to speak to the team back in 2000, player, fast forward time, coach. So that's the Blues connection. You want to say to people that you've got to believe in yourself, because we all have that seed of doubt, we all do, and therefore have those overriding conversations. I've got this, I'm comfortable, I'm ready to take part, let's give it a crack, versus maybe I won't do so well today, or maybe I'm not good enough, or imposter syndrome, or whatever the excuse is. You've got to learn to be aware of the dialogue, but be in control of the dialogue.
Such a remarkable story, you're so impressive. Also looking forward to the Paralympic Games later on this year.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, to cheer on Curtis and Dylan and all the athletes that are taking part in the Paralympics in both rowing and spring kayak. Can't wait.
All right, we're looking forward to it, and I'm assuming you're tipping the Panthers as well today, being a Panthers.
100%.
All right, we've got plenty more still coming your way here on Chemist Warehouse. A Sunday kickoff, and up next, can the Eagles defeat the Panthers for the second time this season? Well, this man on screen certainly thinks so, but just how will he do it? We chat to Anthony Seibold next.